The chipped porcelain teacup trembled in Grandma Elsie's hand. For a week, a relentless ache had clamped around her heart, a vice squeezing the joy from her usually bright eyes. The doctor's words, stress-induced angina, hung heavy in the air, a diagnosis as cold as the marble countertop. Elsie, ever the stoic, hadn't cried, but the pain was a constant, gnawing presence. Then there was Clementine. Her ginger cat, a fluffy terror usually chasing dust bunnies and batting at sunbeams, became Elsie's shadow. For a whole week, Clementine didn't leave her side. She'd curl up on Elsie's chest, a warm, purring weight directly over her heart. The rhythmic rumble, a low, comforting thrum, was almost a balm to the sharp stabs of pain. Elsie found herself stroking the soft fur, the simple act a grounding force in the storm of her illness. The pain lessened gradually. By the end of the week, the vice had loosened its grip. Elsie's heart, though still tender, no longer ached with the same intensity. She felt a lightness she hadn't experienced in days. But Clementine was gone. Panic tightened in Elsie's chest, a familiar, unwelcome sensation. She searched the house, calling her cat's name, her voice laced with a fear that eclipsed even the lingering heart pain. Empty. No trace of Clementine. The house felt strangely silent, the absence of her usual playful antics a gaping hole. Days turned into weeks. Elsie's health steadily improved, the angina a fading memory. But the absence of Clementine gnawed at her more than any physical ailment. Then, a neighbor, Mrs. Gable, a woman known for her uncanny connection with animals, stopped by. "Heard you've been missing Clementine, Elsie," she said, her voice hushed. She paused, her eyes filled with a strange mixture of sorrow and understanding. Old Mrs. Henderson, down the lane. Her cat, a ginger Tom, died mysteriously last week. It was found hidden away, in the shed. Weekend. Gone. Mrs. Gable's gaze lingered on Elsie, filled with a knowing that chilled her to the bone. Elsie felt a cold dread creep up her spine. The image of Clementine, curled on her chest, the rhythmic purr that had soothed her heart. It all clicked into place with a sickening thud. The intense, unwavering presence of her cat, the way the pain had shifted from her to a complete disappearance. Clementine hadn't simply left. Clementine, in a way Elsie couldn't comprehend, had taken the pain, the illness, upon herself. She had given her life to save her beloved Grandma Elsie. The tears finally came, a torrent of grief and overwhelming love for a creature whose selfless act transcended the boundaries of the animal kingdom, leaving Elsie with a heartbreak far deeper than any physical pain could ever inflict. The miracle of her healing was overshadowed by the unbearable reality of Clementine's sacrifice.